we're reviewing the yellow house and counseling and how it works together. God syncs up our lives so that we're not fragmented, or we don't have to go over here for counseling, go over here for that. Everything's the same theme, and it all comes from Him, through Him, back to Him. So God supernaturally will bring people, or I'll say, let's get Michael Sullivan or Eddie Boassa, or these people that are superb, John Lee, unbelievable counselors. And what I did at first, as I said, the beginning of the Yellow House is where he showed me my everybody in life, in their brokenness, has these four things come after them. They get so complicated with psychology and those things, where you go back to the root, and the four things that causes fissures, where pain can erupt in those things. Fissures are cracks in your heart, your mind, is negation. And that's one, is when you're negated as a human being, or your works have been negated, and it makes you feel like you've done nothing, you are nothing, and it negates the good. And I can show you the biblical pattern of everybody who had to get over negation. Like Moses, I killed a guy, I'm negated. Each one of them, Joseph and Pitt, I gave my half-brothers my dreams, I've been negated. I got Potiphar's wife came after me, I'm negated. So that's one of the strongest demons, because they'll negate God, God's goodness, but it's a crack and a fissure in us. And so through the Yellow House, He heals that. And not only heals that, but makes you so whole that you have a hope that you can be never negated again. It's like I went to Cuba, and I went with a few other people, and we're just youth ministers. We meet with the leaders of Cuba. Nobody does that. Well, Billy Graham had 40 years before that. We meet with 40,000 people in the square. They don't allow that in a communist nation. They bring their leadership up. I spell every one of their names, and I tell them about their past, present, future. And they are undone weeping, these communist warriors that have killed people, and weeping and broken. The next morning I wake up, and I'm in an explosion of life, and the nation and the mindset changed. And I can't say the leaders that changed and came to me in secret and said, we're going to have a revolution in God. And it has happened. It's underground, but it's happened in the streets of Cuba. But so all this wonder happens this night. The next morning I wake up and I hear about trouble back at my business. And it's trouble, but it's not huge. But I'm consumed. I'm on the phone, all that. And I hear the Lord shout at me. And He said, hold on, do you realize what I did last night? And He said, it's all negated to you. You're right back into your problems. He was very kind, but He exploded me into the wonder of what I had gotten to be a part of. And negation will lessen us as Christians and as human beings in our effect. So that's in the Yellow House. So that's step one. Let's give you step two, is just healing that fissure.